Welcome to another bonus video. As a hunter, I carry about three knives. Usually a little pocket folder just for general utility. I've got a small knife that does most of my deer work, is in gutting and that sort of thing, and a larger knife for bigger animals, and also a bone saw. And we have two knives here. One is out of print from Gerber, but they do have a newer model, and the second one is from SOG, and it's still in current production. So let's take a little bit closer at two knife systems that perhaps can do it all for you. First up, we have from Gerber the Freeman Exchange-A-Blade. Freeman was the brand name of one of their lines. They made some very nice folders and knives. The line is not used anymore. It's been replaced by more modern equipment, but nothing's really changed. Okay, so the Exchange-A-Blade, the name rather gives it away. What you have appears to be a very conventional drop point hunting knife, and it's a nice little hunter. About 3-bit blade, pearwood handles, stainless build. Looks quite conventional. It's a nice little chunky knife. However, if you look at this button here and press it, the blade comes out. You can see. And in this separate sheath here are two further items. The first is something I find really useful, and that's a bone saw. Very aggressive teeth. Got a rounded bumper end, so you don't go punching through organs and things like that when you're doing a gralloch. And that just literally, you press the button, that locks in place. You can saw away quite happily, and when you're done, you're done. So you just take it out. And the final item is something that I like, but I don't like incorporated on a knife. It's a gut hook. You see a lot of modern knives on the back, on the false edge, you'll have a cutout in here, and it'll be this sort of gut hook shape in it. And what's a gut hook's for is you can use it for skinning, because you can just drag it down through the skin, and literally, because this has got a flat surface and it's only sharp on the inside where the hook is, you won't cut the flesh below, but you can zip down. It's very, very useful. So again, that fits in the same way. However, with a gut hook on a blade, say like this, I do find that you can get a little bit carried away if you're cutting, and the gut hook can actually be counterproductive because you can cut into things. So that's the gut hook. All very useful, I think they are. The only caveat I have with this is it's quite not a complex design, but it's quite an internal design. You've got a push button, you've got these legs going into a slot, and doing a deer is a messy business. There's blood, there's tissue, there's fur, and all sorts of things. And as you exchange these, it will be all too easy if you don't remember to clean them properly. It's to start putting foreign matter, debris, blood, fur, skin down into these slots, and it could eventually ruin the knife. So you've got to think about what you do. But as a concept, it's a pretty clever one, I must admit. And you get a nice big blocky sheath through it. But the whole thing, as you can see, is not that huge. You get some of these things and they're just massive. So, and these will just go back like this, nice and neat. And you put that down, and there we are. It's dangled off your belt. It is a good system. Need to keep it clean. Gerber no longer do the Exchange-A-Blade. However, they have a new series out called a Metrolus or Metrolius, which is an Exchange-A-Blade. It's exactly the same system. Everything's the same apart from the fact that the materials used are some more modern, high-tech. No wood. It's like a polymer type synthetic grip, and I think the frame's aluminium rather than stainless steel. But it's the same thing. Okay, now onto something just a little bit different. SOG is an American firm. You may have heard of them. They make some damn good steel. They really do. And they've approached the idea of having a multi-use knife as to functions in a bit of a different way with their revolver. It looks like a rather large handled standard knife. This blade shape follows their seal and seal pup design. But what it is essentially is, if you look very closely, you can see there's like a cutout there. And if you look at the edge of this, when I press in, it lifts it up, and you literally just rotate the whole thing round, and it goes from a drop point knife into a bone saw. Nice big handle, good and long. It's got a bit of a bumper point. And the nice thing is, it's a drop-through design. As you can see, the top and bottom of the handle are open. There's a frame that gives it strength, and the only thing that locks the knife in position is there's a plunger that comes up through there, and as you can see, there's holes in the two blades, and as you rotate them round, the plunger locks them in the hole. That's as simple as that, but I think this is awfully clever. This is nice as well, as it has a half scalloped, half plain edge, which I do like on a knife, because you can use this for fine work. If you haven't got a bone saw on smaller out deer like roes and things like that, munty, these scalloped teeth will happily cut through a sternum without much effort. Comes in a standard nylon type sheath. Velcro strap on it. Of the two, I like this one more because it's cleaner. It's easy to keep clean, but I also like the ingenuity of the Gerber, which is a very attractive system. But they're just a couple of things to look at, and I thought you might be interested. Okay, that's the SOG and the Gerber. Hope you found it interesting and a bit of fun. So that's it for now. Just remember, comment, hopefully like the channel, support the channel, and if you need anything, just email me. I'll see what I can do. pete.moore@aceville.co.uk, and remember, when you're using a knife, watch your fingers.